Richard, I do want to put a question about the banks to you, because it's widely being reported that if Jeremy Corbyn becomes Prime Minister, then essentially he and John McDonnell have their targets on the City of London, and this is basically going to cause a huge collapse in the way in which we have operated and financed large parts of the British economy for years to come. Is there a way in which a Labour government really can put forward a responsible and meaningful way of dealing with the financial sector, or are you doomed to basically scare them out of existence?
We're not trying to scare anybody.
But you're succeeding.
We're not trying to, with the help of the newspapers, we're not trying to scare people at all. But I think what we've got to understand is, whilst the financial sector plays a vital role in our economy, you can get to the stage where it's playing a disproportionate role in our economy, and that doesn't help for the more equal distribution and creation of wealth right across the country. When people are analysing why certain communities voted to leave the European Union, it's almost if you laid it out on a map, it's often these areas which feel economically left behind, that haven't shared in the wealth from the reliance upon the financial services. But I do want to quickly go back to something Liz said, if that's okay. I too am against rigged markets, and when I speak out against free market fundamentalism, maybe I should correct myself, because what the Conservatives in government really produce is risk-free capitalism for big business. In my own area, in probation, for example, probation was part privatised by Chris Grayling. People know about his long list of failures across government. But that was against all the advice. But the state, under Conservative stewardship, was basically funneling loads and loads of cash, £500 million extra, to failing private firms. So actually, in that sense, it's not a free market. If these companies succeed, they get the plaudits and keep the profits. If they do badly, you bail them out. That's the truth.
Richard, I want to tell Elizabeth, I should point out, anyone who's ever visited prisons like Wormwood Scrubs or Pentonville will tell you that state-run prisons aren't necessarily particularly fantastic either. But Liz, do you want to reply to this?
Well, you mentioned the issue of parts of the industrial north of England becoming disillusioned. But one of the things they've become disillusioned with is the Labour Party. I think the 2017 election was not a resounding success for the Conservatives, but it was interesting that we did win seats like Middlesbrough and Derbyshire North East. And it's because people in those areas, by and large, work in private sector companies. They want to get on in life. They believe in enterprise. And we've got a party in the Labour Party that is fundamentally anti that. And there is an issue. You cannot have decent public services if you don't have a strong free enterprise economy. And we've got a shadow chancellor who's talking about not just nationalising energy companies, but nationalising them not at market value. So essentially appropriating property. And that is why people are scared. People are scared of fundamentally undermining the ideas of property rights on which our prosperity as a country is based. And we should take that very seriously. We can see what's happened around the world when that principle has been eroded.
For more debates, talks and interviews, subscribe today to the Institute of Art and Ideas at iaitv.